Welcome. This is Micah Fairchild, Editor-in-Chief of PayrollLab.com, and today we'll be discussing our picks for the top 10 payroll software solutions. And because our time is limited, this video will cover, in no particular order, 5 of these offerings for what we're calling Payroll Part 1. That means today you're going to hear us go over the competitive differences between Ultimate Software, NewView, Oracle, Workday, and SAP. And to help me cover all these applications in less than 10 minutes, I brought along my colleague, Chuck Schaefer, the CEO of Vantive Media. Welcome, Chuck. You ready to talk about some great payroll solutions today?
I am, Micah. Payroll is one of those applications where industry changes, disruptive technologies, and innovation continue to fuel an expanding market of viable and competitive solutions, and where no particular payroll software publisher is dominating in all or even a majority of evaluation categories. So this should be a good conversation about some interesting solutions.
I agree. Okay, so I say we kick things off with Ultimate. Here's why they made it into my top 10. First, Ultimate's UltiPro Enterprise is easily one of the most flexible and functional payroll engines on the market. It's capable of handling hundreds of simple to complex payroll-related computations. Second, their novel payroll gateway concept allows for one-click access to all of an organization's payroll data, and from this portal, payroll calendar, pay dates, those can be viewed, pay groups can be selected for processing, setups can be checked, statuses can be reviewed, and reports can be accessed. And finally, Ultimate's compensation management module offers organizations that ability to have ready-to-go access to job and compensation information, as well as the functionality to establish matrices for merit pay compliance, but also variable pay rates and plans, salary differentials that are geography specific. They've even got a salary planning and budgeting module that acts as a configurable projection tool, which is particularly useful for P4P, otherwise known as pay for performance, individual group salary allocations, and off-cycle pays.
All good points, Micah, and possibly due in part to my frequent conversations with Ultimate customers and my customer relationship management background. I'd highlight Ultimate for a few other reasons as well. First, Ultimate provides 24/7 multi-tier SCP certified product support through name service representatives. And they deliver services through multiple avenues, including a support website and a news page service. And for a mission-critical business application like payroll, this support is important. Of course, other applications are offering similar services, but Ultimate's customer service is in part exemplified by the company's 96% customer retention rate. That said, and moving to another vendor in the top 10 list that can compare to Ultimate in terms of keeping their customers satisfied is NewView Systems. And I think that's largely derivative of the fact that flexibility and user customization is put so front and center with the company. For instance, the business leaders we've talked to have consistently highlighted pay deduction code customization via NewView's use of computation definitions and as a particularly strong component. I suppose, though, that just like you did with Ultimate, I would have to also add in NewView's compensation management tools. After all, this is an advanced salary planning tool that serves to streamline the compensation review process by not only supporting multiple budget allocation methods, but also tracking increases against proposed budgets and displaying variances for most, if not all, pay types. Plus, this solution also happens to be suitable for a wide range of industries, a fact that few other payroll HR vendors can lay claim to.
Those are good points for sure. I guess I'd also like I like the fact that NewView has customized searching preferences. And even though the user interface is a bit behind the times, the system's display tools are flexible, they're intuitive, and they're really fast. Specifically, if a company needs additional fields or tables, NewView's underlying toolset can quickly and easily add those elements to both the database and displayed forms. Of course, speaking of user interfaces, we'd be way off base if we didn't bring up the stellar user experience that Workday has crafted. Theirs is an intuitive and very appealing core system of record for managing the full onboard to retire process for both employees and contingent workers in an increasingly global environment. But one of the things that grabbed me was how this SaaS solution is fully integrated and adept at working with a range of business, financial, and workforce data. if you're a company that's looking for deeper payroll insights, it's really hard to beat Workday, especially considering how the company uses a dynamic combo of load balancing, which is in memory across multiple servers, and a tabular data store to significantly decrease the amount of time necessary to handle what is a really heavy processing need for payroll and really business intelligence for that matter.
I agree, but for me, the fact that a multi-tenant cloud solution like Workday offers 3 distinct payroll packages is what sets them apart from many of their competitors. Workday Payroll can handle the full range of what most companies within the United States or Canada will need for payroll functionality, but then they've also got a co-sourcing option provided through dedicated payroll and tax specialists such as OneSource Virtual HR, an option that allows customers to retain control and visibility of their payroll data because the payroll is actually processed within the client's own tenant, while still taking advantage of the self-service access and always-on audit control of the Workday solution. Or you can use the company's Cloud Connect solution to integrate bidirectionally to a host of third-party payroll systems if Workday doesn't have what you're looking for. Of course, the final capability is also a feature with Oracle, though not quite as robust. What are your thoughts on Oracle?
Well, I guess my first thoughts are that Fusion Payroll isn't the most robust payroll engine I've reviewed. That said, it is a graphical, rules-based payroll management system that uses a scalable processing engine that can leverage Oracle's database for parallel processing. And in countries with payroll extensions delivered and supported by Oracle, Fusion delivers the payroll, tax reporting, and regulatory rules that are required to accurately process that payroll and remain in compliance.
You know, good points, but I'm surprised you didn't mention Oracle's international capabilities. After all, other than the fact that it supports payroll operations in over 200 countries, Fusion features a natural language wizard which allows organizations to create country and organization-specific rules for countries where pre-configured local payroll versions haven't yet been developed. And speaking of solutions that work for multinationals, SAP is on our list and has some fairly impressive international capabilities as well. For me, though, what sets SAP apart is their focus on technology services delivery. For example, they've got a multi-functional shared service framework that allows for the same architecture to be deployed in support of HR, finance, IT, service center operations, and other business functions. And on top of that, their manager and employee self-service capabilities are almost singularly focused on ensuring the maintenance of authorized information through the browser, voice, mobile, and even kiosks.
Yeah, SAP's ERP solution for payroll, it has some pretty impressive elements, not the least of which for me includes direct integration with SAP's full range of other business applications. For example, you've got integration with SAP's financials, and that facilitates probably one of the most efficient transfers of payroll results to the general ledger, but also controlling and banking activities. Wow, that's a lot to take in, all that we've covered today.
It is, and we've still got to review Kronos, Lawson, Sage, Ceridian, and Metaphor.
And we will, certainly, but since we're almost out of time already, I'd say that brings us to a great point in our conversation to pause. Chuck, excellent thoughts. Thanks for joining us in our conversation about the top payroll offerings. And for you viewers, be sure to tune in next time as we continue to review 5 more payroll solutions that we think are going to be the best all-around applications. And we're going to continue our exploration of the nexus of payroll, processes, strategies, and technology.